Welcome to a SOMA Live Art Presentation and Guided Meditation Journey. SOMA Live Art is a channeled vibration. It's a portal into a higher dimension of being. As you are gazing into this live art right now, allow your intuition to reveal to you a sacred door. If you open this door, it will reveal a vortex, an entrance into time travel. But for now, just keep your focus on the door and slowly take 3 deep breaths in. Relax your body, and this will expand your consciousness and prepare you for today's journey. And now gently close your eyes. So let's journey to a place beyond your everyday world, to a world where you can easily time travel, to an ancient land where you will receive a very important initiation today. And this initiation will change your life in such a positive way that I cannot wait to share it with you. The SOMA Live Art you are gazing at is called the Blue Lotus Initiation. So your eyes are closed. Take one more slow, deep breath in. And on your out breath, let go of any residual tension that you're keeping in your body. Feel yourself sinking into the surface you are resting on, becoming more comfortable and more relaxed. And please know that I love you and that you are safe to take this journey with me today. So let's begin through your third eye vision. I want you to picture yourself walking up to that door in the painting. You are effortlessly walking on top of the water that is in front of the door. And when you reach the door, your hand goes up to grab the handle, but the door opens on its own. Now all you see is a deep fog, but don't be afraid, you are safe. Just walk right into the fog. This is the doorway to time travel, and the fog will guide your way. So standing in the deep fog right now, your eyes are closed, and repeat 3 times, Blue Lotus, Blue Lotus, Blue Lotus. You're in a boat that is floating on the most beautiful deep blue water, moving very gently along. And as you put your hand over the boat and feel the water gliding through your fingertips, the sun is shining and the temperature is just perfect. You have just time traveled back 5,000 years. The ancient river that you are gliding along is called the Nile, and it is Egypt's most revered and sacred waterway. And it is also the home of a great gift, a gift from the gods. It's a gift that the ancient Atlanteans brought with them when they came to Egypt. Back then, Atlanteans offered this gift to the Egyptians to enhance their consciousness, to bring them a higher wisdom, a new possibility to create an advanced civilization. This gift, this higher wisdom, was responsible for creating the impressive pyramids, for creating the remarkable Egyptian art and architecture, and all other forms of adornment. With this gift, they were open to creativity that was beyond their wildest dreams. They could create with the light, to be the light, to extend the light, which was their true nature. The gift, that most precious of gifts, was and still is the beautiful blue lotus flower in all its glory and with all its magical charms. And you can see them now from your boat. These gorgeous blue lotus flowers are floating all over the surface of the dark blue waters on the River Nile. And your little boat comes closer to one of the blue lotus flowers. So you reach down and gently touch it as you go by. And then you take your hand to your nose and breathe in the fragrance. And your brain starts to tingle and your knees seem to go weak and your heart starts to flutter. The smell of the blue lotus is so divine that all you want is to be here and now, and you feel like you've died and gone to heaven. And your little boat now gently comes to rest on the bank of the Nile. And you close your eyes and smile at how wonderful you are feeling. Then you feel a little pulling sensation, and you look up to see a little girl with long dark brown hair, and she is pulling your boat rope up onto the sandy beach. And she is so cute, and she is dressed in an ancient Egyptian dress. And she has sandals on her tiny feet and a big smile on her face, which makes her brown eyes twinkle. "Come," she says to you. "We have been waiting for you. The initiation ceremony is about to start." She briefly takes your hand to help you out of the boat, and then she starts off, taking you on a journey. "Where are you going?" you ask her. "To Ashwan, of course," she replies. "That's where I live." The approaching village is peppered with palm tree plantations and sloping villages of colorful mud hut brick houses. And down a flight of steps, she points out to you, this is Aswan's Nilometer. This is how we measure the Nile's water. As it rises and falls, we measure with these stone-hewn wells. And it allows us to estimate the height of the annual flood and thus predict the success of our harvest, she tells you. And then she continues, we are going to a village called Koti. We are going to catch a boat from there. We call these boats felucca. It is our sailing boat. It's not like the little boat you were on, she says. This is such a special day, don't you know? King Mendes is waiting for you. You can certainly feel the little girl's excitement, and it really is contagious. But you can't help but notice the city of Aswan has the most beautiful valley scenery. And you can't help but feel a peaceful aura as you watch the palm trees swaying in the gentle breeze. This land called Egypt is very magical. And the little girl continues, first, I must take you to the sacred temple of Isis. This is where your initiation will take place before you meet King Mendes. And up ahead you see a small sailboat. There's our felucca, the little girl points out with excitement. And the two of you board the small sailboat. And you push it off the sandy beach to get it going. The water of the Nile is exquisite, and those blue lotus flowers are all around you again, bringing you so much joy. And the smell, well, you feel like you are in heaven again. By the way, you say, what is your name? You finally decide to ask your enthusiastic guide. My name is Jalika. My name means lotus flower. And to that you reply, well, if you are responsible for these beautiful blue lotus flowers that are making my heart melt, well then, I must be in good hands, you say to her. Jalika looks up at you with a smile as big as the Nile. I'm from Nubian, which is just a short boat away from Aswan, and we're almost there now. And you can see up ahead that you are just about to land. And there in the distance is an amazing temple, and it has two huge sphinx at the entrance. This is the Philly temple dedicated to the goddess Isis, she tells you. And this is where your initiation will take place today. So getting off the sailboat, you both begin to walk toward the Isis temple. And you can see now two lines of people on each side of the path. And each person is holding a precious blue lotus flower in their hand. And as you pass them by, everyone waves their flower toward you. And this waving motion waffles the exotic fragrance up your nose and makes your head spin in the most delightful way. And as you enter into the Isis temple, there are 2 large fire lanterns at the opening of a very large oval door. And as you walk through the door, you see the largest and most impressive statue of Isis, with her hands stretched out as if to greet you. And there is music playing, and the crowd seems to step aside for you. It is as if you are an honored guest and they were all expecting you. And then a beautiful Egyptian goddess-like woman appears at the front of the Isis statue. And she thanks Jalika for bringing you here. Jalika bows to her and smiles at you, and then she steps back into the crowd. And your eyes lock with the goddess in front of you. "Welcome, my dear one," says the goddess. "We have waited a long time for you to arrive, but today you have decided to make the trip, and we will celebrate your journey and your life by offering you a Blue Lotus Initiation." The blue lotus flower is a gift given to us from our Atlantean ancestors, and it has been passed down to the worthy souls who have elevated their consciousness to a frequency that opens their crown chakra. And when such a soul is ready, we are here to fast track them so they can complete their earthly cycle this lifetime. Wow, this all seems so surreal to you. Though you don't know how or what you did to deserve this initiation, but you do know that you wouldn't miss this for the world. For a moment, you take your eyes off the goddess and notice that there are 2 large indoor ponds on either side of her. And the ponds are full of blue lotus flowers. And a waterfall from inside the temple is gently falling into the ponds. And the whole temple smells divine, and the soft lighting is very calming, to say the least. And you can see several oil burners glowing throughout the temple, as well as exotic incense burners, all adding to the wonderful ambiance. And then the goddess says to you, "Please step forward and let us prepare you." So as you step forward, 2 ladies drape a royal blue satin cloak around your shoulders. And then the goddess gestures for you to step up and take your seat in a very large royal chair, which is at the foot of this statue of Isis. And then the 2 ladies step forward, one carrying a big bowl of fragrant water, and the other a washcloth. And they both remove your shoes and begin to bathe your feet. And you would recognize that smell anywhere. You are being bathed in blue lotus flower water. And they are exfoliating and pampering your feet. And all the while the crowd watches on. One of the ladies takes a towel and dries off your feet, while the other lady applies a fragrant blue cream made of blue lotus petals all over your feet and in and around your toes. You can hardly keep your eyes open and your heart is tingling with delight. And your feet are now prepared, so the ceremony continues. And the goddess now steps forward, and she sticks her finger in some fallen ash from the incense and places that ash in the middle of your forehead. And she says to you, "This is the ash of the blue lotus flower to open your third eye. May you have the gift of true seeing. May you know the light. May you work with the light. May your divine true nature shine through the light, now and always." And your forehead receives this most fragrant ash. And then the goddess reaches for a beautiful golden goblet that is on an Egyptian table. And she hands it to you saying, "Drink, my love. Drink in the blue lotus flower which is in the wine." And so you do. It is beyond delicious and refreshing, and tastes just like the blue lotus smells. And she continues by saying, "Drink in the gift of love. The blue lotus flower is the ultimate gift of love, and your body will surely thank you." And then the goddess picks up one of the burning bowls of blue lotus incense and waves it under your nose. And she continues by saying, "Breathe in, my love. Fill your lungs with the gift of love and light, so that all your words from now on will be a reflection of the blue lotus frequency." You suddenly feel an urge of energy fill your body. Your body graciously takes in the blue lotus from a place of gratitude. And the goddess then brings over to you a small blue lotus glass bottle. It is so beautiful and precious. And she continues to tell you, "This is the blue lotus oil. It is our very sacred oil. The blue lotus oil will sustain you. It will stay with you. It will never leave you. It will be your constant companion. You will become one with the blue lotus flowers through this sacred oil today. And do I have your permission to initiate you? May I put one small drop on your heart?" And with a huge smile on your face, you nod yes. And you watch her take a glass dropper out of the glass lotus perfume bottle, and she places that one drop on your heart. And you immediately feel the gift of love. You feel the lightness in your body. You feel so connected to these ancient teachings and wisdom. And you notice everyone in the temple is smiling and waving their blue lotus flowers high in the air now. And there is temple music playing, and the goddess looks so pleased. And she bends down and touches your feet in prayer position and bows to you. And she then says to you, "You are complete, my love. You are renewed, and you are forever surrounded and protected by the blue lotus flower frequency. And your life, and all your lives, and time travels will forever be changed. And then the goddess now looks over to Jalika and says, "It is time. The portal is waiting. You must go back now." And to you she says, "We will meet again in your dream meditations. We are your new family and will always be there for you. And don't forget to work with the blue lotus flower, because now it will show up in each lifetime you have. You might just have to search for it, but that's half the fun." And your sweet little Jalika appears and takes your hand, helping you up out of the temple chair. "Come," she says, "King Mendes is waiting to greet you." And as you get up and start walking through the open crowd once again, you can see up ahead by the grand entrance door where there are 2 huge fires glowing. A man certainly dressed like a king, and this must be King Mendes. And as you approach him, you can see he is holding a large blue lotus flower in his hand with a very long stem. And he smiles at you and places the blue lotus flower around your stomach and ties it in a knot like a belt. And with his very deep king voice tells you, "Here is your lotus belt. May this belt surround you, ground you, and keep you safe. After all, you are my beloved child. And though you may choose to time travel to other realities, you must know I am never far from you. Don't forget to work with the blue lotus flower each birth you decide to take." And with that, he gives you a big king hug. And then the king steps aside, and Jalika leads the way back through the path of people who are still waving their blue lotus flowers and cheering and smiling you on. And then climbing back on the sailboat again and pushing off. The sun is shining on all the blue lotus flowers floating all over the Nile River. And yes, you have a sense that they are all your family now. After all, the blue lotus rises up out of the muddy bottom of the Nile River to greet and meet the sun god. And in doing so, completes a transformation for all the world to see. And your mind starts to recap what you just did today, and you think about that goddess, that gorgeous goddess. So you ask Jalika, "That goddess, the one that did the blue lotus initiation for me today, she was so enchanting. Who was she?" "Oh, that was Isis," Jalika replies. "She is the mother of all mothers. Her love spans beyond time and space. You are truly loved. Your father is the king, and your mother is Isis herself. You will see, this will take your life to a whole new level." And Jalika steers the little boat effortlessly along, floating gently on the river Nile. It feels like this is one of your favorite pastimes now. The water gently rocks the boat back and forth, and that rocking motion, plus your busy day today, lulls you into a deep sleep. And you dream a new dream. You dream a new way of being. And then you see the color blue. It's calling for you. And you can smell it. And you follow. Now slowly coming back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, and slowly opening your eyes. And as you gaze once again upon this SOMA Live Art Presentation, give a prayer of gratitude to the door that led you into the Blue Lotus Initiation. So until the next time, take a deep breath in, smile. Your journey today is now complete. May the love in my heart go from me to you.